you don't believe, on MSNBC, shocker. MSNBC, I'm going to show you the video, very quick video, helps make it very clear their disdain for Christians in America. This woman says if you believe that your rights come from God, you aren't a Christian. You are a Christian nationalist. You remember when we was at NRB? The president of the NRB, now I'm going to come back and tell you this. The president of the NRB and the president of the Heritage Foundation spoke to all of the national religious broadcasters. Mm-hmm. And they said this last week. You are going to start hearing, you already heard of Christian nationalists, but you're going to hear it over and over again. And he said, when you hear it, push back. If anybody at work says they're a bunch of Christian nationalists, push back and ask this question. Okay, what is a Christian nationalist? Yeah. Define it. Because people will spout off, well, he's a Christian nationalist. That's a Christian Nationalist Association, blah, blah, blah. They don't even know what it is. Make them define it because they don't know what it is. Let me tell you what this woman shows you. This woman shows you what they define as a Christian nationalist. Listen to this on MSNBC. It's only 21 seconds long.
It's very different. Mm-hmm. One thing that unites all of them, because there's many different groups orbiting Trump, but the thing that unites them as Christian nationalists, not Christians, by the way, because Christian nationalists is very different, mm-hmm. is that they believe that our rights as Americans, as all human beings, don't come from any earthly authority. They don't come from Congress. They don't come from the Supreme Court. They come from God. The one thing that unites all of them, because there's many different groups orbiting Trump, but the thing that unites them as Christian nationalists, not Christians, by the way, because Christian nationalists is very different, mm-hmm. is that...
Not Christians, because Christians don't believe this, what they're about to say. Only Christian nationalists think this.
They believe that our rights as Americans, as all human beings, don't come from any earthly authority. They don't come from Congress. They don't come from the Supreme Court. They come from God.
Well, there you go. You bunch of Bible-thumping, Bible-believing fringe theorists.
Huh. So I guess Thomas Jefferson was a Christian nationalist because he said that our rights were endowed, inalienable rights, endowed by our Creator. Yeah. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Well, but this woman openly said, and you notice nobody pushes back. Nobody pushes back. She literally split the Christians down the line.
Trying to give her validity to what her words were and to what she's saying, making us look like a bunch of kooks and freaks and weirdos.
She goes on to say, and I'm not going to play it, saying she goes on to say, Christian nationalists do not believe in LGBTQ rights. Do not believe in a woman's right to choose. Christian nationalists. And then she goes on to say, but Christians do. So they're defining Christians. Mm-hmm. This is what we say a Christian is. Yeah. And from this point forward, this is what a Christian will be defined. And if you stand on biblical principles, you stand on the founding fathers, you stand on the Constitution, you are the fringe. And you need to be shut up and you need to be quieted down.
You're dangerous.
You're dangerous and you need to be turned off and you need to be deplatformed. That's what's coming. I'm trying to tell you, it is rolling out right now. These little things like this.
Right.
That's what this is.
You are right. And target's going to be on our backs. If you're ever going to stand up and push back, now would be that time to do that.
Absolutely. Because the voices that are speaking and opening up the eyes of people are the people that know we have a book that tells us all this was already coming.
Right.
This is not taking us by surprise. We know skyrocketing numbers of Christians are being attacked around the world. Look at this. These are graffiti on churches. You don't hear about this on the news. Mm-mm. Experts are warning of skyrocketing numbers of attacks on Christian churches. Mirrors the general anti-Christian tenor of the current administration's policies at home and abroad, according to a new report from the Washington Stand that details how such incidents of violence have exploded 800% over the last 6 years.
Definitely, I have not heard that.
800% over the last 6 years. We're seeing where it used to be all school shootings. Now the predominant thing is church-related shootings. Whether it's a church-related school, the church itself, people are showing up. I'm telling you, the demonic realm is manifesting.
Yes, it is.
Speaking